Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Christopher, your MC for this graduation ceremony. To start off, we'll be screening some announcements. There will be a video after the announcements. Do sit back and enjoy it as you look back at the 3 years you were in the Singapore Polytechnic. Finally, if you're receiving your diploma, please return to your seats after you have collected it. Please remain seated and avoid moving around or talking during the graduation ceremony. Thank you for your cooperation.
difference I've seen these 3 years is that I've taken more responsibility for my own learning. Gone were the days where the teachers will spoon-feed me every single information I need. But then, I'm not really alone because there are the lecturers who always guide me and the friends who help me throughout. I'm very grateful to them as well to SP for guiding me throughout these 3 years.
Hi, ever since young, I've had a passion for aircraft and a yearning for the understanding of these magnificent machines. After my O-levels, I enrolled for the Diploma in Aeronautical Engineering in the pursuit of this childhood dream. At the same time, I joined the SP Aviation Club for a more all-rounder Polytechnic life. After joining the club and participating in the club activities for 1 year, I was made club president, allowing me to organize activities both within campus and outside. Examples of these activities include the Flying Frenzy, which is a ram launch glider competition held for secondary school students, as well as the National Day Observance Ceremony, which allowed our club to showcase our helicopter demonstration skills. These past 3 years have definitely been an exhilarating experience, and definitely one that I will not forget in a long time to come.
In the last 3 years of studies in Singapore Polytechnic, I have learned many technical aspects of food products like food legislature, food analysis, food chemistry. And I believe that when I step into the working world, these skills will be of good use to me.
Hi everyone, I'm Natasha and I'm in SP Auditorium, this place where many of you are familiar with. This is also the stage where I first learned about my passion for singing and acting. That's where I come to my most memorable event in Singapore Polytechnic. It is undoubtedly the SP musical. It was SP's first ever full-fledged musical. The most intense moment of my life was on the UCC stage. Singing, acting and dancing for thousands of people and having my family and friends watch me and be so proud of me. Don't tell me I can't, I can't, I can't, I can't, I can't. I'm gonna shake, shake, But of all the many experiences I went through during the whole musical, one which I can always remember and take with me even after I graduate is the friendships that I made during this whole journey.
Not many people has a chance to go on board the Superstar Brigo as a passenger as well as a trainee. Under the program of MEL, the Maritime Experiential Learning Camp, I have the opportunity to indulge in the luxury on board the vessel as well as a tour around the engine room and on the bridge. Practically, it is relevant to my studies. This camp also gave me the opportunity to create a greater bond with my fellow schoolmates as well as extending my friendship with one another. Hence, a rare chance for me going on board of the ship to learn and enjoy at the same time.
One of the most memorable things I did during my studies here is participation in the Overseas Community Project 2005. I was very excited about going to Iloilo, a fishing village in Philippines. This project is about helping to build houses and street lamps for the needy villagers. I'm glad I'm able to venture out of my comfort zone and sheltered life. Making a difference in others' life matters to me.
My proudest moment was when I won gold in the Design Excellence Awards 2006. What makes it so special is that this project I felt really carried my spirit and I enjoyed it tremendously. This is a retail design for two products, denim and cosmetics, so I wanted to explore how a male and a female would interact in a shopping environment. I used blue to represent the males and purple to represent the females, and black for all the grey areas. People were surprised at my shocking color choices, but I decided to do it anyway, and I was really surprised when I won this. I would like to thank my lecturers for their guidance and patience for helping me to achieve my best.
Being involved in NDP 2006 for my FYP is one of the biggest achievements in my 3 years here. I led a team of 6 in doing the making of NDP video, which will then be distributed to 30,000 sponsors and participants after the parade. We'll be constantly alert and be on our feet, as it was a live event and there are no take-twos. Although it was very tiring, it was very fulfilling as well, and we are very grateful for the help that our school SMIT has given to us, as well as the support and love shown by our lecturers and families.
A highlight in my time in SP would be receiving the Top Student Award in Year 2. However, I've discovered something that set my feet dancing to a new beat. Dance sport. With no formal training, I've learned from scratch and never looked back. And I've even managed to join many dance sport competitions, both international and local. And I've even won a silver medal in the Johor dance sport competition.
In my line of studies in Singapore Polytechnic, especially as a food technology student, it is everyone's dream and ambition to develop a successfully commercialized food product. My team members and I did it. We managed to turn a sinfully delicious traditional food, lapchong, also known as Chinese sausages, from a high-fat, high-sodium food product into a lower-fat, lower-sodium food product with dietary fiber. This was successfully commercialized by a local food manufacturer earlier this year, and this has to be one of my most memorable achievements in Singapore Polytechnic.
No matter what your career choice is, whether in the same field or not, just know that your 3 years in the Singapore Polytechnic has definitely added value to your life. So, enjoy life and stay cool!
Do your best in everything, so that you live your life with no regrets. I hope that you have a bright future. Thank you.
Never to give up, and use every failure as a stepping stone to success.
Fellow graduates, SP has equipped us with all we need to know, be it if we continue on with our studies or we get out there to work. Just remember, never give up on your dreams and goals. You've made it! Congratulations!
Today, we honor our institutional medalists for their academic excellence and for the difference they've made to the people around them. Against all odds, 32-year-old Ran Qing Yuan is on his way to achieving his dream of becoming an engineer. Qing Yuan topped his cohort in Northview Secondary School for his N-levels, but he dropped out of school to work in the Navy to support his family, when his father was diagnosed with diabetes and was subsequently retrenched. The Navy sponsored his studies in ITE and in Singapore Polytechnic. In the final year of his diploma in electronics, computer and communication engineering, Qin Yuan had to skip classes to bring his father for dialysis. This meant that he had to do more self-study and catching up with his tutorials while accompanying his father. Qin Yuan's determination and his classmates' support enabled him to score 33 distinctions and A's out of his 34 modules. This Model Student Award winner also won the gold medal in the open category of the Singapore Robotics Games in 2007. Qin Yuan also volunteered for peer tutoring in core modules, was involved in organizing activities for the Katong Special School, and oversees community projects. For his passion and hard work, Qin Yuan is presented with the Lee Kuan Yew Award. While Singaporeans desire to own luxury cars, Tan Yen Sing dreams of designing a Formula One car. After scoring 7 points for the O-levels, the Swiss Cottage Secondary School graduate took the first step towards realizing a dream. She enrolled in the first choice of study, the Diploma in Electrical and Computer Control Engineering at Singapore Polytechnic. Her interest in physics resulted in the development of a special health-conscious massager chair for her final year project with 2 other classmates. Yen Sing's consistent and hard-working attitude resulted in her being awarded the top female student in the School of Electrical and Electronic Engineering. On top of her excellent results, 32 distinctions and A's, Yen Sing found time to volunteer her services at Riverside Secondary School since 2004. She was the youngest mentor then. For 2 hours a week, she counseled and coached the students in mathematics. Thus, Lee Kuan Yew Award winner is taking another step closer to achieving her goal of joining the Formula One design team. Family ties and a desire to help people played a big part in shaping Marilyn Phua Gyok Ling's philosophy and core values. This petite diploma in optometry graduate subscribes to the Chinese saying that a building is only as strong as its foundations. That means going back to basics and knowing them well. She also believes in hard work and that practice makes perfect. This sort of thinking has seen this former Phuket Panjang Government High student in good stead, scoring a total of 34 distinctions and A's at Singapore Polytechnic. Marilyn has also developed a keen interest in the clinical aspects of optometry. She likes meeting and helping people with eyewear and advising them on eye care. She especially enjoyed helping out at a mass eye screening for the elderly and children from needy families organized by the School of Chemical and Life Sciences in 2006. This To Chin Chai Gold Medal winner hopes to apply this philosophy in her goal to be a researcher. Joyce Lin Yo Ching Ji's interest in audio and video production led her to enroll in Singapore Polytechnic's Diploma in Multimedia Technology course. This has led to many memorable experiences for this former Dunman High School student, from working as a video editor on the Phua Chu Kang sitcom to producing a documentary entitled The Making of National Day Parade 2006. Joycelyn also worked as a technical crew in the IMF World Bank Conference 2006 in Singapore. During her spare time, she enjoys playing the piano, guitar, and violin. This Model Student Award winner started a peer support club and formed study groups to help weaker students. Joycelyn firmly believes that people who have taken a wrong turn in life need to be given a second chance. She wants to be part of the effort to help integrate ex-convicts back into society by helping out at Kaki Bukit Prison School. Joycelyn scored 25 distinctions and A's and has been awarded the Lau Guan On Gold Medal. Chua Teck Koon disrupted his mechanical engineering course at Singapore Polytechnic in 1991 because of his family's financial problems. He then worked to support his family and funded his 2 sisters' university education. Only then was this former St. Joseph's Institution student able to resume his dream of going back to school. 16 years later, Tae-kun not only completed his diploma in marine engineering course, but topped his cohort, clinching 38 distinctions and A's. He was active in the yacht club and archery club and represented the Polytechnic in these sports twice. Tae-kun enjoyed his 6-week stint on a tanker and the 400 hours he spent in the marine workshop. He helped to raise funds for the tsunami victims in 2005. He also volunteered to be part of a team of students and staff who went to the Philippines in 2005 to bring electricity into homes of the underprivileged. For his determination, Tae-kun is presented with the Chua Cho Taek Gold Medal. Christina Ong Ling Yi confessed that she was playful and lazy during her primary school days and failed all her exams in primary 3 and 4. After her N-levels in CHIJ St. Teresa's Convent, she came to her senses, went on to obtain a perfect GPA of 4.0 in ITE. This diploma in property development and facilities management graduate has been working at McDonald's for the past 7 years to support herself. And through sheer determination, hard work, and an excellent work attitude, this bubbly 22-year-old has worked herself up to become a floor manager. Despite having to juggle between work and studies, Christina emerged as a top student in her cohort, scoring 35 distinctions and A's. A Model Student Award winner, she also volunteered at the Singapore Christian Home for the Aged and took part in regional community service projects. The Tae Soon Gold Medal winner finds great satisfaction in brightening up someone's day. Once again, we congratulate our 6 gold medalists of graduation 2007 for their outstanding achievements.
Ladies and gentlemen, the graduation ceremony will begin shortly. Please switch off your handphones or put them in silent mode if you have not done so. We have arranged for official photographers to take photos of all graduates receiving their diplomas. There is no need to come to the front to take photographs during the ceremony. I'll be inviting you to stand when the academic procession enters and leaves the convention hall. Lastly, dear graduates, please ensure that you have your admission ticket and identity card with you before joining the queue to receive the scroll box on stage. You'll be issued with a card lock-on ID and password as you leave the stage. Please keep the card with you as you will need it to place orders for your photos. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Our guest speaker, Mr. Lim Chin Hu, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, the 9th and final session of the 47th graduation ceremony of the Singapore Polytechnic is declared open. We welcome you to this 9th session to witness the presentation of diplomas and other awards to graduates from the School of Electrical and Electronic Engineering. Our guest speaker this evening is Mr. Lim Chin Hu, President and Chief Executive Officer of Frontline Technologies Corporation Limited. As President and Chief Executive Officer, Mr. Lim Chin Hu oversees the Frontline Group regionalization and operations. He started his career at Hewlett-Packard, Singapore, and held various management positions. Prior to joining Frontline in 2000, he was the Managing Director of Sun Microsystems Singapore and Sun Asia Pacific E-Business and Channels Director. Mr. Lim serves in several Infocom industry committees. For instance, he's the Secretary of the Singapore Infocom Technology Federation, the National Infocom Competency Council, and the Singapore Information Technology Standards Committee. He's a board member of the IDA and sits on the Audit Committee of the IDA board. It is now my pleasure to invite Mr. Lim Chin Hu to deliver the graduation address. Mr. Lim, please.
Members of the Board of Governors, Mr. Loh Wong Fok, Principal, Singapore Polytechnic, distinguished guests, parents and graduates, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Today, we're here to celebrate the success of your achievement, because each of you, as an individual, is a success story in itself. Each of you have worked hard and succeeded in your goal to pursue a diploma or an advanced diploma, a goal that you have set out to achieve from the word go. During this period of time, I'm sure you must have worked on countless assignments and projects and even sacrificed your sleep to meet the deadlines. Some of you had to juggle work, family commitments, and studies. Congratulations on your success. Now, as an individual, you may think that your achievement is insignificant. However, your individual success story will soon become part and parcel of Singapore's success story as you step onto this long life journey of contributing to our economy and to making this country a better place to live in. Singapore has always prided itself as a place with a world-class infrastructure and a highly skilled and efficient workforce. You are now a privileged member of this ecosystem. During the last Singapore budget speech, our second Minister of Finance, Mr. Tharman Shanmugaratnam, painted a positive outlook for the Singapore economy. He mentioned that our economy grew by 7.9% and an unprecedented 173,300 jobs were created last year. The unemployment rate went down to 2.7%. Just 2 days ago, the Straits Times carried an article which reported the Ministry of Trade and Industry anticipating that the electronic sector orders is going to grow up by the second half of this year. The whole year's GDP forecast for this year is expected to be between 5 to 7%, up from the previous estimate of 4 to 6%. You are hence graduating at a time where job openings are plenty. Therefore, you have many reasons to look forward to a bright future. Let us now gaze into the crystal ball and try to predict a few trends and directions that Singapore may be traveling along in the next few years. The first one that is the most important is the harnessing of technology, an area that most of you can actually contribute in. The IDA's Intelligent Nation 2015 Master Plan hopes to transform Singapore into an intelligent nation, a global city powered by Infocom. IN 2015 sets out to make Singapore a center for creating and commercializing new media technologies, and a provider of a whole array of digital content and services in areas such as healthcare, education, financial services, tourism, hospitality, retail, digital media and entertainment. The government is also in the process of rolling out wireless at SG, making Singapore fully connected wirelessly for voice, data, as well as video. As we speak, the industry players are actually putting forward plans for the next generation of national broadband network that will provide high-speed connectivity in excess of 1 gigabits per second. This pervasive nature of IT infrastructure will also encourage many Singaporeans to take full advantage of this connectivity to the world, or even to create something new and then bring it global. The vision of IN 2015 is to enable 90% of all Singaporeans, as well as 90% of all businesses by 2015 to be using this high-speed broadband infrastructure. The second trend I can see in our crystal ball is that education is for life. To prepare ourselves for new challenges and developments in our countries, the education landscape has to develop to meet these new demands, and you need to keep updating them yourself with the latest. As the government often emphasizes, getting a good education is very important for every Singaporean. It gives you a good start in life and also guarantee you a successful career. Don't just sit back and hope that a great job will land on your lap one day. You need to scan the horizon and look for opportunities and grab them when they're presented to you. To make yourself more marketable, you must adopt a lifelong learning attitude in learning. As graduates, I would strongly encourage you to further your education. There are no lack of opportunities for further studies. Over the years, our local universities have been admitting more and more Polytechnic students. Many of them graduated with honours. There were also many who ventured forth overseas to other countries to further their education. I also understand that diploma courses in SP are well recognized by overseas universities, and most of them would offer at least 1 to 2 years of advanced standing. Thirdly, I hope you will cultivate the spirit of the enterprise. Your courses in the Polytechnic have increasingly become more multidisciplinary and broad-based. There is an increasing emphasis on nurturing students to become innovative and enterprising with an entrepreneurial outlook, and yet strongly grounded in practical skills and knowledge. So what is this spirit of the enterprise? Now let me tell you a story. A man who is nearly bald sat down in a barber's chair. He looked at the bubble, and the bubble has full crops of hair. We are of the same age, the man said, and yet I have little hair left in my head. The man then went on to explain the money that he spent on his hair restoration, and nothing had worked before. Then he told the bubble, I will give you $1,000 if my head can be just like yours. So the bubble thought for a while, then excused himself. A couple of minutes later, he came out. I will make your wish come true for $1,000. He returned with a bald head, having shaved off all his head. Now, I'm not suggesting that you all go out and do that and shave your heads. But as globalization evolves, Opportunities abound locally as well as overseas. And increasingly, Singaporeans are setting up businesses overseas, many of them successful, while foreigners are engaging Singaporeans in business and especially for high trusted service. The latter speak well of Singapore's reputation. May I encourage you to make the best of the opportunities that may come your way. I have more good news for you. Your career prospects are better than ever. Electronics has always been a major contributor of the Singapore economy. Many electronic companies have been investing millions and millions of dollars in Singapore every year. Last year, in 2006, the electronic sector attracted some 37% of the total foreign investment into Singapore. Due to this huge investment commitment, Singapore's EDB expects at least 9,000 new engineering, technical, as well as managerial jobs to be created in this industry in the next 4 years. Besides electronic companies, a lot of companies whose main products or services are not electronics in nature rely on electronic systems for their operations, such as banks, airports, Singapore Armed Forces, Port of Singapore Authority, and airlines like Singapore Airlines. They also employ electronic graduates. Based on figures published in the papers this year, engineering graduates from Polytechnics command one of the highest salaries. Fresh graduates earn an average of $1,821 per month compared to $1,706 just a year ago. For those who join the workforce after national service, for some of the guys here, the hike will be more substantial, $2,170 a month on an average. In a survey conducted in 2006, the most common jobs performed by fresh graduates in electronic engineering were testing of electronic products, maintaining and improving the quality and reliability of electronic products, and providing technical support to marketing staff and to end users. So, your career prospects are good and your future is bright. As you now embark on your next leg of your life journey, may we dare to dream dreams of a better future. May you aspire to leave your mark on society. May you step out of courage and good faith to propel Singapore forward to achieve greater height of success. My heartiest congratulations once again to all graduates here today, and I wish you every success in your future endeavors. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Lim. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now begin the presentation of diplomas to the graduates. This evening, we'll be presenting diplomas and other awards to 520 graduates from the School of Electrical and Electronic Engineering. May I now call upon the Director of the School of Electrical and Electronic Engineering, Dr. Dave Chong, to present the diplomas. Dr. Chong, please. Ladies and gentlemen, the graduates of the Diploma in Electronics, Computer and Communication Engineering.
Ong Ong Jo. Chen Yi. Chiu Peng Siu. Chia Boon Sing. Guo Ying Hong. Haryanto Rimbun, Harta Sutanto, Lim Chin Ek, Lim Ming Yen, Luen Min Zhou, Nur Hazwani Binte Mogzi, Ong De Victor, So Stephen, Su Ai Mei, Tan Chin Ho, Tan Han Hui, Eugene, Tan Ming Lee, Tan Zewi, Tiao Wei Xiang, Yang Yu Nian, Yi Hao Bo, Yunanda Saka Tan, A. Abdul Basis, Abdul Hafiz Abdul Latif, Abdul Rahman bin Johari, Ahmad Sharuddin bin Abdul Jalil, Alexander Chu Zhen Jie, Ang Fan Hao, Ao Yifang, A. Tida To, Burhanuddin bin Barutin, Chan Bi Hui Lina, Chan Wai Kit Terry, Chan Wei Fong, Chan Yuan Qi, Xia Wen Pei, Chen Xin Yu, Chen Ming Shun, Chen Shujing, Qing Hui Min, Cheong Zekai Timothy, Che Yi-hen Zachary, Chiu Wan Ni, Chiu Wei Heng, Chiu Yi Mei, Chi Jun Xiang, Chiang Jin Hui, Beatrice, Chiu Man Kit Nicholas, Chong Se Seong, Chong Wei Jian, Kenny, Chong Yu Heng, Chua Ching Kiat, Chua Chu Jiang, Kevin, Chua Guo Long, Chua William, Chua Yi Ming, Desiana, Eddie Aizat bin Supian, Ka Chong, Feng Jue, Fong Li Quan, Fu Che Li, Fu Mei Fong, Gao Luan, Gien Kong Ru, Joseph, Go Jia Hao, Go Jun Hui, Go Kun Hao Sullivan, Go Siak Kwang Dennis, Go Zi Hao, Guo Xing Xie, Habib Muhammad, Hafiz Habib, Han Wan Ting Elric, Hao Cheong Leong, Hu Ming Fang Henry, Kiang Chi Wei, Ho King King, Ho Pei Jin, Ho Wai Kiet, cliff. Huang Yonglin. Hui Junjie. Hui Kok Kiet Melvin. Jayakumar Pradip Kumar. Jasville Ang Hok Soon. K.N. Saravana Devan Nadaraja. Kang Eng Po. Katigayan Sivakurunata. Katigayan Chandran. Karunanidhi Durai Kumar. Ketika Mayuran. Ko Bun Ho. Kirk Ting Tien. Ko Liang Ping. Ko Ting Hao, Andy. Ko Wai Soon, Leonard. Kong Xia Li. Quan Jia Zheng. Kwok Chun Liang, Rennie. Lai Hao Chin, Kevin. Lai Ka Kit. Lai Ze Hian. Lao Yun Chi, Eugenia. Lao Zihao. Li Guoxing. Li Shuxian. Li Suchun. Li Wei Hao. Li Wei Jia. Li Wei Chuan. Li Zhen Lung, Joel. Leong Yu Chi. Liao Guo Han. Li Dejun. Li Fangting. Liu Choi Fong. Liu Suling. Lim Chi Hei. Lim Chi Voon, Lim E Tho, Nival. Lim Han Yang, Frank. Lim Henry. Lim Hui Jun, Lim Jian Wei. Lim Kin Hong, Lim Leong Kiet, Kevin. Lim Pei An. Lim Wei Jie. Lin Ching Ming. Liu Jia Li. Lo Hon Kien. Lo Jinghao. Lo Kit Jun, Derek. Lo Xiaohua. Lo Wai Kit. Lo Zhen Xiong, Derek. Lok Pei Shan. Lo Jian Wei, Ian. Lo Yi Ting. Lo Yi Qian. Manoj Vishendas Tahani. Maria Zayara Binte Abdurrani. Muhyiddin Shah Adume. Muhammad Shadan bin Ding. Muhammad Afif Ashraf. Muhammad Asri bin Sabariman. Muhammad Fariz Fatima Shafia. Muhammad Fidaus bin Muhammad Rahim. Muhammad Taufik bin Muhammad Noor. Muhammad Azmi bin Ishaq. Muhammad Izzat bin Zakaria. Muhammad Hazkil bin Muhammad Sulaiman. Muhammad Zaim Nuriman bin Muhammad. Muhammad Hilmi bin Abdul Rahman. Muhammad Hisham bin Kamsani. Muhammad Isam bin Sahid. Muhammad Zahir bin Amza. Muhammad Haziq bin Osman El Marika. Mumtash binte Mohidin Ghani. Mutu Kumar and Mutu P. Myo Arka Luen. Naresh Ravindran. New John G. Eung Chin Tong. Eung Han Piao Gabriel. Eung Hui Ying. Eung Jun Hao Darren. Eung Kok Sing. Eung Sean Zhu Dennis. Eung Zhang Wei Darren. Eung Wei Jian. Eung Yu Tu. Ngiam Heng Boon. Nicholas Hui Chun Wing. Nijamuddin Anwaruddin. Nur Hakim bin Rahmat. Nur Kaya bin Dasuki. Wei Wei Chuan. Ong Chiu Ying. Ong Jian Xiang James. Ong Jun Hong. Ong Ka Liang Roger. Ong Wei Lun Alan. Ong Zai Chuan. Wei Li Ping. Ao Ki Qian. Patiban K. Sadagopal. Pei Wan Yin. Pham Quang Khan. Po Zheqing Lionel. Phua Bing Xiong Elvin. Kwek Jun Xiang. Kwek Ri Sheng. Kwek Jin Bin. Rabiatu Adawiyah binte Abi Rahim. Rafiuddin bin Muhammad Effendi. Raihana binte A.B. Rahman. Ricky Premchand Samtani. Saravanan Ramakrishnan. Xia Wei Da. Xia Yi Sheng. Sheila Ganesan. Shidi Shariani binte Muhammad Ishaq. Siti Arfa binte Haji Saleh. Siti Khatija binte Mahat. Xu Yuan Min. Sneha Sridharan. Song Kok Seong. Su Wei Liang. Sun Junjie. Su Rongbin. Tan Bok Chong. Tan Yi Wen. Tan Han Rong Benjamin. Tan Hun Tik. Tan Hui Yin. Tan James. Tan Jun Chong. Tan Jin Chuan Clement. Tan Jun Rong Junus. Tan Jun Hao Edwin. Tan Ket Ju. Tan Kim Ying. Tan Kong Hui. Tan Liang Kiet. Tan Siang Kun. Tan Sri Gim. Tan Wei De Edmund. Tan Wei Yang Devon. Tan Wei Chow. Tang Wan Lin Daphne. Taufik bin Tajuddin. Tae Guan Kun. Tae Pui Ting Peter. Tae Yen Ling Sharon. Tae Jiao Yang Kelvin. T Chio Jun. Teo Yao Boon Edmund. Tu Jia Pei Fiona. Velasamy Balachandran Vignesh. Vishnu Kumar Sami. Wang Yu. Wang Zhenyi. Wang Junqi. Wang Pui Chiang Raymond. Wang Chi Fu. Wang Shenwei. Wu Yingbei. Wen Xing Yong Eric. Yang Bo. Yang Kai Lan. Yang Kai Sheng. Yap Tik Ming. Ye Tung Ong. Ye Pyo Pang. Ye Wei Shi. Yo Ze Wei Benedict. Yun Wai Leong Felix. Zhang Yu. Zhou Yun. Zhou Junhao. Ladies and gentlemen, the graduates for the post-diploma courses. A. Min Lun. Bo Bo San. Tat Nine Aun. Kin Maun Jo. Ko Ko Win. Jo Tet Tun. Maun A Lun. Maun 99. Maun San Win O. Mient Tu line. Tia e tun. Win miet tu. Zo min. Zo ye tun. Aun lin. Chiu sun leong. Mo mien win. Ramachandran Natimutu. Say Tu Hien. Selvaraj Rajamani. Tami Selvan Maitili. Wu Chi Ong. Venkata Chalam Jyotiraj. Aun Tet Tun. Azaga Mutu Siva. Ko Ko U. Kunchita Patam Nagandra Surej. Jo Jo Bo. Mount Kin Mount One. Mount Jo Min Tien. Mount Myo Win. Mount Zo Let. Minto Ka. Muniyandi Ramachandran. Myo Min. Nien Chan Sui. Ni Ni Ong. Ramasamy Gunasekaran. Satya Chandrasekaran. Sri Kumar Sivakumar. Velu Senthil Kumar. Win Mient. Zo Lin. Adam bin Ahmad. Alexander Albert Sahayaraj. Aun Ji Sung. Aun Mo Tut. Chandra Hassan Ramesh, Chua Jia Liang, Ganeshan Shamuga Sundaram, Line Myo Min, Kandasamy Senthil Kumar, Karupaya Subramanian, Kin Zo Tung, Quang Chao, Mount Chan Mia Tung, Mount Za Ni Ye Hien, Min Min Tung, Miat Min Ton, Ong Han, Palanyapan Alagasami, Prem Kumar, Tien Tun, Tura Jo, Vidana Rayana Yenga Ramaswamy, Venugopal Raja Pandian, Zeya Tun, Mong Jo Lin So,
Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the list of graduates from the School of Electrical and Electronic Engineering. Thank you, Dr. Dave Chong. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now present the prize and cost medals. May I invite Mr. Lim Chin Hu, President and Chief Executive Officer of Frontline Technologies Corporation Limited, to present the prizes and cost medals. Mr. Lim, please. From the Diploma in Electronics, Computer and Communication Engineering, the Pepple and Fox Prize, Mervyn Chua. The Carl Zeiss Prize, Alvin Go Yi Ying Yi. The Texas Systems Prize, Lau Yi Hua Ivan. The Fluke Southeast Asia Prizes, Kun Pierre Pyo Jo. And Rachel Lee Jia Yun. The Quest Technology Prize, Lee Meng Kai. the IEEE Consumer Electronics Society Prize, the Mathematics and Science Prize, and the Institution of Engineering and Technology Prize, Liao Yan Hao. The M+ Communication Prize, Lee Chun Yin. The Singapore Technologies Aerospace Prize, Lien Piao Xia. The SMC Pneumatics Prize, N. Anitha. The Carl Zeiss Prize, Neo Wei Tik. The Glasgow Science Book Prize and the Mathematics and Science Prize, Ng Ke Yong. The Engage Electronics Prize, Ng Ching Ting. The Pepple and Fox Prize, Nguyen De Luan. The ILOC Prize, Tan Quyen Chen. The Farnell's Components Prize, Grace Yo Lien. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now present the course medals. These medals are awarded to graduates for topping their courses of study. The following graduate from the Diploma in Electronics, Computer and Communication Engineering course was awarded the Lee Kuan Yew Award at the first session of the graduation ceremony. Today, the ABB Gold Medal, the Shell Companies in Singapore Prize, the OCBC Prize, the Infineon Technologies Academic Excellence Award, the Motorola Prize, the Shell Merits Award, and the Institution of Engineers Singapore Prize are also awarded to Ruan Ching Yuan, alias Rajan Nagapan. From the Advanced Diploma in Building Automation and Services course, the Singapore Polytechnic Graduates Guild Gold Medal is awarded to Wana Jaw. From the Advanced Diploma in Power Systems Engineering course, the Singapore Polytechnic Graduates Guild Gold Medal is awarded to So Min Tien. From the Advanced Diploma in Process Control and Instrumentation course, the Singapore Polytechnic Graduates Guild Gold Medal is awarded to Tan Shin Kian. That concludes the presentation of prizes and course medals. Thank you, Mr. Lim. Ladies and gentlemen, giving the valedictory speech this evening is Mr. Eric Wong Sing Yong, a graduate of the Diploma course in Electronics, Computer and Communication Engineering. May I now call upon Eric to deliver the farewell address on behalf of the new graduates.
We all have a great deal to be proud of today. AAA graduates, we will look back on this day as one of the best in our lives because today marks the achievement of a major goal that we have set for ourselves. And having done so, Today is a time of joy and celebration. A very good evening to our guest speaker, Mr. Lim Ching Hu, Group President and CEO of Frontline Technologies Corporation Limited, members of the Board of Governors, Principal Mr. Lau Wong Fook, Deputy Principals, Directors, distinguished guests, lecturers, parents, friends, ladies and gentlemen. Some of you have asked if I'll be mentioning you in my speech. I must say that although I was extremely tempted to, I won't. Only because if I did, we will be here all day and I know you guys are getting hungry for the buffet outside. I must say, however, that times I spent with you guys means a lot to me. And I want to thank you for all those memories, the stories, the drama, the love, the laughter, the tears, and everything else in between. As I reflected on my life at SP, I would liken it to a roller coaster ride. And even though each of us went on the same roller coaster track, it was never the same ride for everyone. Our initial ride on the roller coaster was not easy. We had to get used to the idea of life in a tertiary institution. And just like a roller coaster ride, there were many twists and turns along the way. We had to overcome many challenges, and admittedly, when the going was tough, there were moments we wanted to give up. But we learned from our experiences and difficulties. Today, we are much stronger and much wiser. We have many achievements to be proud of today. Some of our friends seated in the audience have taken part and won many competitions. They included 2 golds, a bronze, and a Diploma of Excellence at the World Skills Singapore 2006. The first prize and a special award in the IEEE Ocean 06 International Conference Underwater Robotic Competition. 2 awards at the Splash Award 2006, and 3 golds, 2 silvers, a bronze, and a special award in the Singapore Robotic Games 2007 held at the beginning of this year. SP has provided excellent training to help us tackle the challenges ahead. For 3 years, we went through many hours of labs, lectures, and tutorials. Sure, we hated getting up early in the morning to go for these classes, but we acquired new knowledge and learned new skills. My life in SP was a very rewarding experience. I took part in the National Youth Achievement Award, in short, MYAA. Part of the program required us to do 60 hours of community service. Wow, 60 hours. Doing 10 hours of community service in secondary school was already a huge commitment. We were doubtful if we ever going to complete 60 hours. We were given a community project in Redhill for 10 weeks and had to learn simple Cantonese to communicate with the elderly. We went to a community center 5 Saturdays in a row just to learn simple Cantonese. When the project started, we felt lost, and many of us felt like giving up. But after 10 weeks of mingling and chatting with the elderly, we became very familiar with them. On the last week of our project, many of the elderly residents came to thank us personally for our hard work over the past few months. We were touched by their warm smiles and their sincerity. All the 60 hours spent were truly worthwhile. Community service became so much a part of us that even till today, our Saturdays are spent at the Redhill Elderly Activity Center. I'm glad for the experience at SP. It not only brought my classmate and me closer, but gave us the opportunity to bring joy and happiness to the less fortunate. Last year, I was also given a chance to represent Singapore Poly in the 2006 ASEAN Youth Community Project in Cambodia. We had to help repaint some blocks in the school. It sounded pretty easy, as there were only 6 two-story blocks and there were over 90 youth leaders from ASEAN. The plan was to complete the project in a week. Some of us joked about completing within 5 days. We were told to expect broken windows, holes in the walls, and leaking roofs. On the day we arrived to start work, I was horrified to find the condition worse than what we were told. The walls and the roofs of the top floor were infested with termites. Believe me, it was no fun fighting with them. But we managed to complete the project in a week as planned. what was most meaningful to me was my interaction with the Cambodian kids. Despite the hardship they face, they have big dreams to create a better life for themselves. They were eager to go to school, to be educated, something many of us take for granted in Singapore. Those of us who have been on a roller coaster ride would know that you cannot go on the ride without a safety belt strapped across you. Likewise, the safety belt we had these past 3 years is a group of lecturers and parents seated among you. They were the ones who kept us on course and prevented us from falling off the track. To our lecturers, we'd like to express our thanks for your guidance and patience. Thank you. We will not have acquired the knowledge and skills we have today without you. To our parents, we would like to express our gratitude for supporting us all these years. Thank you for giving us your care, concern, encouragement, and opportunity to be educated. Fellow graduates, let us show our appreciation to these two groups of people. Please give them a big round of applause. Thank you. This day marks the end of a roller coaster ride at SP. I'm sure many of us would remember the ride fondly and be proud that we went on the SP ride. Today also marks the beginning of a new ride, which may come with even more ups and downs, twists and turns. No doubt, life on a new ride will bring with it greater challenges than the ones we experienced here. However, let us not be afraid of these challenges. Let us embrace them, because the true difference between a successful person and one who is not a lack of strength, not a lack of knowledge, but rather a lack of will. I leave you with the words of Mahatma Gandhi. Live as if you were to die tomorrow. Learn as if you were to live forever. So enjoy every moment of your life and never stop learning. Congratulations, AAA graduates of 2007. Thank you.
Thank you, Eric, for that most inspiring address. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please rise for the Singapore Polytechnic song? Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. The graduation ceremony is now closed. Could all graduates please remain standing until the procession groups and guests have left the convention hall. Thank you for your patience. Please join us for the tea reception at the plaza outside the convention center. Have a very good evening.